Hey, welcome. I'm just getting Facebook loaded and live for us. Intro and welcome for anyone that's joining us on Google Meets. When you get in here, you can say hi, but I'm going to have you guys mute yourself for this one. Yes, I'm still here. Okay. Google Meets is funny. I like it though. Okay. So, yes, awesome. All right, we're getting live on Facebook too. So we are live in Google Meets. We're live in Facebook. Hi, Facebook. We're live in here too. So I'm popping on for Facebook people. I'm only going to be in Facebook for the intro because our volunteer Kim, she's just going to be in Google Meets with me. So I will drop the link in here if anyone wants to join live. I am recording the session, so you can check it out later. So yeah, what are we doing today? It's been a fun week with kicking off like this anniversary experience. On Monday we had our kickoff, a little bit intro of like what I'm, doing and like how I got here and like all of that good stuff. And just like the journey to 8 years in business and like really reflecting on that. We also introduced our Infinity program, which is our membership program for life. So, for the women that want to decide that they want to document their transformation, tap into sensuality and creativity throughout the rest of their life, this is a huge deal. I really feel like there's such power in photography and art creation that we don't get on a daily basis or weekly or even monthly or yearly, even maybe if you're not an artist and you do stuff like that. So this Infinity program really allows you to not just get cool photos and do some like fun stuff, but really allow yourself to like get into the process of creating art with your body. And so not only do you get like a free, you don't pay session fees, you get discounts on collections, you're also going to get like first come first serve. You're my people. So you guys get the first when we do limited sessions, birthday sessions, not just photos, but like you're gonna be able to be in my Telegram community, which is my online coaching community where it's off of social media where we get to just talk and like be ourselves and not have to worry about censoring ourselves and talking about all things intimacy and sexuality. It's going to be a space where it is about not just like education but also coaching, getting us through the hard times, because it's really nice to have someone in your back pocket when you're like working through something, and so that's kind of what that space is about. If you haven't been in there yet, if you're not in there, get in there before the end of the month because then there's going to be a membership fee for that. But if you're also a member of our Infinity program, you'll automatically be in there. So just a little pro tip for you guys. Insider scoop, I guess. And then yesterday we did a live demo in the studio. So if anyone's like not done a show with me, want to know what it feels like, looks like, that was awesome. We were able to, I've never done anything like that before either. So it was like fun and nerve-wracking. And this whole week is all like fun and new things. And it's exciting and like it's getting me like activated too in a new way. And pushing my own boundaries. It's good. So we did that yesterday. We were both saying, "Oh, we're so nervous starting." And then like as soon as we start doing, we're like, "Okay, we're fine. We're good." And that's kind of been the lesson of the week. Honestly. Even today I'm feeling like a little bit nervous. I'm trying to center myself for this experience to bring you guys through it. I want you guys to really feel the power of somatica and the work that I get to do with my clients, especially when we're going through we want to develop deeper intimacy with ourselves and be able to communicate that um, and get either with a partner with just kind of knowing ourselves better. I think the more we know ourselves, the more we're able to be in deeper alignment and walk ourselves through like anything that's feeling kind of sticky and stuff. So that's what we're doing today. We're walking through an intimacy call. Um, so what an intimacy call is with me, it's a 90-minute call. We would go through the ins and outs of what's going good and what's not going so good. At the end of this, or I may do another live on this later. I'm gonna try to like intro it right now. But we'll see how we're feeling after the call to see if it like feels good to go into this. But I'm developing a program, have developed a program. It's called Wildfire Era. And it is a 3 month or 6 month coaching container. And it includes 3 calls a month with me. So we can really get into the ins and outs of your um, what's going on and getting you to like learn how to go through the experiences. Um, da, 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 da. Okay, sorry. Hi, Liz. I know she knows I'm live. She gave me some updates. I'm gonna turn my phone off. All my notifications have been kind of wild lately. So, but this is real life, right? This is all the things. And who loves the sunbeam coming through right now? How fucking epic is that? Um, anyway, so yes, we have a new program coming online right now. It's called Wildfire Era. It's for the woman that's like, I am going through their transformational journey. I'm holding all the things. I'm the creator. I'm the mother. I'm the woman. I'm the business owner. I'm like holding a lot right now. And instead of like feeling like I have to give something up or burn it down or like just like wreak havoc, like we can really burn and fuel this like project, mission, life that you have that you are really feeling so aligned with. And we can do that together. And that's by like regulating the nervous system, dismantling beliefs, getting into our sexuality and sensuality. Because as women, like we are so taught not how to be in our sensuality. And like right now is a really beautiful time to claim all of who you are as a woman and how like you want to show up in relationship, in your work life, in your motherhood, in your everything across the board. So Wildfire Era, it's going to be epic. It's 3 to 6 months, one-on-one coaching. We meet 3 times a month for 90-minute calls, kind of similar to this one. And it kind of goes into like everyone's going to be a little bit different. You're going to be at different places in your journey. You might be like, I'm super embodied in my feminine, but I want to go deeper. Or you might be like, I'm feeling really um, disconnected from my relationships and like everything's going good, but I want to like develop my sensuality, my sexuality a lot more. So if that like feels like you, I'll be dropping a link here later this afternoon of like information on the Wildfire Era. I only have 2 spots actually available still because I accidentally sold one in a good way. I sold one already just a few weeks ago, and so I was gonna have 3 for this week, but actually we're only gonna have 2 more open spots. It will be an application process. So you can apply for it. And then if you are accepted, then we start your 3 or 6 month journey when you're ready for that. So I'm excited. And you can also add on photo shoots if you want. Like that's another aspect of it. If you want, if you're far away from me, like and you that's not possible for you, like we can work through Zoom and think in or through Google Meets and video chat on this, which is most of our calls because everyone lives busy lives, especially my women that are like living that wildfire era. I know I am. I'm like, I'm holding all the things, but they're in harmony and like it feels really good to like be in that spot. And I want to like help other people be in that spot. And I'm still walking through it because it's not always like that. This week has been like a trial of that. And it's actually pretty awesome that like this program developed. And then I'm also launching it out because like I believe the best leaders are walking side by side with us. We're just a little bit, further along maybe. And everyone's timeline's different. So I like to remind people of that too. Um, but yeah, if you decide that you are, you're close to Buffalo and you want to, or far away and you want to come here, you can also add photos onto your transformation. So we can either do them before and after with 2 smaller shoots, or at the end as a celebration of your journey with me. So I'm so excited for that. Kim is going to be coming on in just 2 minutes. I'm going to just give you a little preview of what we talked about before because we did meet once just because I wanted to give her a little heads up. My first calls are usually like, hey, what's going on? What's going good? Like what feels really good? What do you know about yourself? What are your core desires? What is your desire for this container? Um, and we just kind of feel the whole thing out. We get a little bit of history of like the relationships that we've been through, but where we really want to go. Like, and so Kim probably will share a little bit with us on like where she is and what she's experienced in her life. She was married for several years, long time actually. I think it was like 20 years actually. And her husband's passed, and now she's like wanting to develop relationships. Oh, the link isn't working. Okay. Let me send this to her. That's so crazy. Okay. Oh, here she is. She is working. Okay, she's coming in. So Facebook won't be able to see her. That's okay. Hi, Kim. Hi. I can't hear you. You might be muted. Oh, actually, I think I might have muted you. Here, I can unmute. Oh,
Can you hear me now?
yes, I can hear you.
No, it's just me. I just couldn't get my shit together, I guess.
God, you're fine. You're beautiful. I love it. I'm wrapping this up like an intro on Facebook. I'm gonna close Facebook out though because I can't stream both, and this is recorded so people can watch it later.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just telling them a little bit about what we're gonna do today, and yeah, like so if you're on Facebook, I'm just gonna drop in the link work for you, okay?
Yeah, I figured it out.
Okay.
I couldn't get it to work at first. I was in a panic. I sent you a message like the link's not working. But then I figured it out.
Oh, technology. This is like the funniest week. I swear to God. I'm trying everything. Everything's brand new this week. And I'm just like, okay, we're doing it. We're doing
Right,
it.
that's what we're doing now.
So let me
Yeah.
see. I'm trying to get I'll just copy and paste the link you sent me, or I sent you. And I should be good too. I'm just going to pop it in there and then pop us off.
Take your time.
Stuff. Yeah, this has been really fun. Troubleshooting everything from like the last 3 days. I don't know why it's not giving me. I'll open another link really quick. But this is real life, and I like to be real with people, and like this, sometimes it's just gotta figure it out. You know what? I'll just do it this way. So many ways. So many ways. I should copy and paste things into like one Google folder, but you know.
Well, that would just make things way too easy.
Right?
How are you supposed to want to pull your hair out if you know where everything is and how to do it?
I know exactly. And I do that, like, half the time I do that, and it's like today I'm like, "Okay, we're not doing that, I guess."
No, we're just winging it today.
Doing it today. You know what? I'm just gonna close it out, because they should have the link somewhere, and I don't know why it's not pasting for me for some reason. It doesn't want to. That's silly. I added you this way. I don't know why it's, like, not giving me the link anymore. Mm, okay, well, that's
Well,
okay. People can
I'm
watch.
afraid I can be no help to you with that type of stuff.
No, you're good. All right, Facebook, I'll see you later. I'll post a replay in a link in for the replay so people can rewatch it if they're not jumping on with us. All right, bye. Okay, here we
Here
go.
we go.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And honestly, like I think most people have been watching everything on the replays anyway, so I think it'll be really nice and intimate just to be us too. And if people
Okay.
jump on, I'm just gonna kind of get them to mute and all that good stuff. So yeah, no, I was talking a little bit about before you jumped on, like how we did a call already and we were
Mhm.
like talking a little bit about what's going good, what's not so good, what's like developing for you and like what your goals are like in relationship a little bit and just talking about like a little bit of your history and yeah, I don't know. We don't have to go through the whole thing, but do you want to just give a little synopsis of yeah, like what's going even right now, like what's going good for you? Like we can start there.
Let's see what's going good for me. I've
Mm,
had 2 days off at work in a row, so there's that sort of. I had to go into work yesterday to open up because he couldn't find his keys, and
I
then he
know.
was a big asshole about it and whatever. But I got to leave. I got to leave after like an hour and come home, and then I just muted his calls and texts, so he can't bother me. And he's gonna stay like that till
Big
tomorrow morning.
boundary, that's okay. Boundaries are
Yeah.
good.
No, this is my time and my space, and you're not bothering me today.
Yeah, you have to claim that. That's a huge thing to claim. I know I've been trying to do the same thing with my own messages of like I can only, I'm my own person and like, yeah, you have to claim your time. That's important.
Mhm. I mean, we only have so much. I believe that energy is not finite. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I only have, or energy is finite. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not limitless.
Yes.
And I only have so much energy that I can give to each thing.
Yeah.
And I'm at the point now in my life where I think I need to give more to me than I
Mm,
do to everybody else.
yeah.
It's finally time in my life for me to do that.
Yeah. I love that. I'm happy you're claiming that. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's
That's
time. It's finally my time to be able to do that. I spent my whole life taking care of everybody else,
mm,
because as wives, as mothers, as girlfriends, as daughters, that's what we do, you
yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yep.
And in it, like, it's just me, my kids are grown,
Mhm.
I don't have to worry about anybody else's anything, just
Yeah.
me.
This is
And
your
so this is my time to do more for me.
absolutely. Yes. Like to claim that as your own, like it sounds like it's coming up from like a place of like um deep desire and like knowing, oh my God, this sunbeam.
It's beautiful though.
It isn't like I was like, oh, I really love it, but now I want it to be a little sunnier. Ooh, that's kind of working for me. I love a little like sun flare in my I don't know why it's so strong right now.
It is. But you know what? The day's coming, we're not gonna have it. So
I know. I know. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna do a little finagling. So like it's still there, but it's not like all over my face,
you
which
were
I like
glowing.
see my face. But I love those little like hi on my shoulder. Um, but yes, I love that you're like I said, I love that you're claiming that for yourself and like there's a knowing that it's like almost like you need to do this for you. Like
I do.
this is like not a I would never say anything's a do or die, but it's like this is a window for you to like
Mhm.
yes to you and your desires and your pleasure and your the boundaries you want to set so you can have like
Mhm.
go into this next like phase of life or era of your life or whatever it is. So that's so exciting.
Well, my ultimate goal would be to, I guess, fix myself in such a way that I don't inherently wait for the other shoe to fall kind of thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I want to be able to accept the good for what it is and not look for the what if, you
Yeah.
know, I if that makes sense.
Yeah. So like
Because I mean, let's face it, I'm 54 years old.
mm,
And I mean, not to sound like uh, sad because I'm not. I mean, I love my life.
yeah.
But at some point, I mean, I need to start looking at things like I don't want to friggin' die alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to be alone the rest of my life. And I just know that I am, I need to change my thinking patterns
Mhm.
so that I can attract what's meant for me.
Yeah. I Oh, yes, I wanna celebrate that first off, like, oh my god,
Okay, so that makes sense.
here. I love that you're here because, like, that is, like, the clicking moment, I feel like, for transformation and change. Like, I feel
Yeah,
like
you have to decide that you want something different.
yeah,
The same old isn't, it's okay,
yeah,
but it's not what I want,
yeah, and you're
you
awakening to
know?
that, and, I think that's a lot of people's like, there's a fear, right, in, like, dying alone. Like,
Well,
there's, like,
yeah.
a lot of fear there, and,
I
uh
mean, if I could drop dead right now and nobody would know until my dog ate me, you know?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and, like, that's something to explore, right? Like, I know that's not what we're doing today, but we'll do this. I wanna do this with you another time, but, like, like, listening to that fear of, like, "Okay, what does that feel like? Why does
Mhm.
it feel so fearful to die alone? Like, what's gonna happen if I die alone?" what does that actually like, you know, what does that say about me? Or like, what am I like, what kind of stories am I telling myself if I die alone? And claiming those back as your own of like deciding like this, I first off, if that happens, I'm gonna be okay. But also
Yeah.
this isn't what I want. And I'm gonna work to a point where like I feel so good about like where I am and like the
Mhm.
people I'm bringing into my life and the relationship that I can confidently get into. As I think that's sometimes part of the hard part of like relationship is like we don't know how to like be in relationship. And I think that's what a lot of this work is. It's like how do we be in relationship, not just like with ourselves, but with another person and like
Mhm.
make it last and like, you know,
And
like
enjoy your life to the fullest
yeah,
with that person,
yeah.
you
And
know?
still be able to be your own person.
Mhm. Yeah.
So oh, I love that for you, and I'm so excited for you. I actually was just talking about before I jumped on this before we jumped on it because I'm and I don't want to this isn't a time to really talk about it quite yet, but like I have a new program that's coming out called Wildfire Air and it's for the woman that's like she's all of the things, but she knows her relationship with herself is the most important one and that
Mhm.
like we can hold all of the stuff um and like fuel all the things in our life without burning it down. And that's kind of the idea of like, we feel so often, I think we have to like give something up or like burn it down or like start over so often. It's like, I'm trying to change the narrative of like, let's not burn it down, let's burn it up, blow it up, make it like all
Okay.
work in harmony. And how can we adjust like things in our life? Like you even just doing I'm setting a boundary, I'm turning my notifications off of like, this is my time to like work on me. And
Mhm.
that's that.
That's
And
the first time I've ever done that with him.
yeah, and not people please. Like that was like a whole moment of like, I'm not gonna please you because in doing that, it's taking away from me. And my
Mhm.
relationship with me is like the most important one. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
Miss
he doesn't understand the meaning of boundaries, like, and I've had enough. No, 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 this is my time and you're not gonna fricking bother me until Thursday morning, and that's it, and that's all.
oh my God, tomorrow. You have it until tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, he's staying muted all day.
Yeah. Good, good. I'm so happy you're claiming that for yourself. Um, So, okay, so I wanted to just jump in because I know I feel like we last time we talked so long about like all like so much good stuff, and I'll try to keep us on track today. Even though like
Well, somebody ask him because I can't.
and I like this is kind of like the idea of these calls though. It's like it's not just like we're gonna do an exercise and we're gonna jump off, but it's like let's talk about the whole thing, and then we're gonna have an experience together that's going to help you, you know, go into your own life and
Mhm.
play with that.
I'm
And
excited.
yeah, me too. Me too. I'm like excited, nervous. And I think that's like an
A little
excitement
bit.
for me too, because it's like, you know, and this is like I think everyone has a little bit of a fear of like being seen. And today I'm
Mhm.
like, oh my God, people are gonna see me. And like we're doing this for people to actually see. And yeah, there's a scare, like there's a fear there. And what I keep telling myself is like, oh, this is kind of scary. Like I could say like, oh, I don't want to do that. This is scary. Or like, this is scary and I'm gonna go for it. And like, who cares what happens? Like, who knows what's gonna happen?
That's what I'm doing. I'm just going, I'm doing that. N
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Fuck it. We can hold both. We can hold both. I think that's always the thing too, is like we can hold the fear and we can also hold the possibility at the same time. And like just know
Mhm.
they both exist and not giving either of them like your full power, like still holding it onto your
Mhm.
so yeah, so okay, so I'm recalling what we did last time, and we talked about like a little bit of our core desires and like what like turned you on a little bit. I think that's
Mhm.
what we were talking about. And so if you want to talk a little bit about that, but then I know so what we're doing today though is going to be something that's in a realm that you're like, I want, but I've never really played with. Is
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
because we're going to do the romantic like something like a romantic experience essentially.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
talk a little bit about like your for anyone that doesn't know what core desires are, it's like the feeling or feelings that we want to have when it comes to like intimacy, like sex,
Mhm.
sensuality, like maybe in relationship, maybe just with ourselves. I ask myself this all the time, like how do I want to feel? Like, what's my core desire in anything, like in my job, not just my relationship or
Right.
with myself. So,
Right.
um, but yeah, I think we were talking about it more specifically of like the like when we think about our like hottest sexual, sensual, intimate experiences, like what are the feelings that we want to feel. Do you remember what you said a little bit about that? We don't have to go no full into it, just maybe
Um,
like a few of the feelings that you normally.
honest okay, so, like, it's the hottest sexual experience?
Yeah, I think we
I've
talked
I've
about.
had I've had I've had quite a few at 54,
Yeah. Yeah,
so we're
we were
pretty
talking
good.
a lot about it, yeah, so we don't have to go into the full details of it, maybe
Mhm.
like give us a few of like the feeling, the desire, like why those
Okay.
experiences
Okay.
felt so good.
One of the I would say one of the, well, I mean, I can't even really say it's super recent, but, the most recent that comes to mind,
Yeah.
okay, as far as, like, outstanding, mind-blowing, do you know what I mean? The when you're done, "What the fuck just happened?" That kinda the good one, you know? Um,
Love it.
it was with an ex, and we we were making out, and things progressed a little bit, and next thing I know, he grabbed me by my hair and pulled me off the floor and dragged me to the bathroom and told me, "You're getting fucked." And he pulled my pants that ripped my jeans down, popped the button off my jeans, bent me
I do
over
remember that.
and
Yeah.
just and just shoved it in. I was bleeding and everything, and it was great. It was it
Okay,
was
I remember us talking about this. Yeah. Yeah.
mhm.
Oh my god, so good. So like,
So that was pretty hot.
yeah, and so like when we talk about like that, like when I hear that, I'm like, okay, so like your core desire, the feeling that you were like, why this was so memorable or like erotic is probably because it was like unexpected, maybe like,
Mhm, and because I didn't have to make any decision in it.
yeah.
Do you
Mm,
know what I mean? Like, I didn't have to make any decision in it. It wasn't up to me, and I was okay with that.
um, I love that. And then I'm writing a few things down because we're gonna do like a little scene after, and
Okay.
um yeah, this will help me a little bit because so yeah, anything else that kind of comes up of like feeling, like just think about like when you come to like the feeling of like being of like when you go to have an intimate experience or you like. And they might not all be the same. Sometimes it's like,
Mhm,
I just wanna feel, like, cared for or, like, worshiped
mhm,
or dominated or degraded or,
mhm.
like, and they don't all have to happen at the same time. They're just, like,
Right.
all separate movies, different times of day, different type of, like, you're on your cycle, not on your cycle, like,
Yeah.
whatever, season of your life. Are there any other ones that kinda come to mind right away? And then, like, if not, don't worry about it because we're gonna kinda go into something else. But this is something,
Um,
like, we talked about, and I want people to get a little bit of an idea of, like, what core desires are to start people, like, thinking about it that are maybe watching this back later, to think about those feelings that, like, are at the core of an experience that was super hot, or it might not have happened to you. It could be from a movie that you like seen or like a friend's story that you're like, wow, I don't know why, but that turns me on. And I'm like, I want that.
I
um,
think I think a lot of my core desire, I mean, I like being manhandled.
mhm,
Um, I like feeling wanted, desired, and I mean, obviously, it consent is huge. Do you know what I mean?
mm,
And
right,
um, but if I'm with a partner that I care for, that I trust, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm really cool with being just thrown down and take what he wants from
yeah,
me.
yeah,
And I think it boils down to, like I said, that it takes the responsibility
mhm,
of me having to make the decision off
mm,
of me. It
yeah,
takes the responsibility of me having to have any sort of weird guilt trip about being a whore or whatever.
yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about, does oh my god, he's gonna think I'm a whore. Like,
yes.
I don't have to worry about any of that.
Mhm. And there's like actually there's so much truth to that because a lot of us, like, especially as women, we're like, I have these deeper desires or like these big, like, hoary fantasies
Mhm.
or
But
whatever.
to express them,
Yeah,
I personally, I can't express.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know how to be
And
okay with putting it out there.
yeah. Well, there's probably, that's something like to talk about another time is like the shame that we get from feeling of like wanting to be slutty. So we kind of
Mhm.
put it on somebody else to be like, well, if they're taking me, I'm not being slutty. I'm just like, I'm allowing it to happen, but I'm not like
Right.
telling
I'm not
them,
initiating it.
yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it kinda takes us being able to and, like, that's an okay thing to do, I would say, like that, but knowing that, like, you can also claim your shame that,
Mhm.
"I wanna be slutty, but I also want you to take me," and you can still have that play that game out, you know?
Mhm.
So, but so for today, so there's the different types of like we call them like sexual movies we talk about. And I know we like touched on it a little bit last time we talked, and like how you can some people have this like really intense sensual desire towards like the more um I'm gonna I'm it's like oneness with nature. So and these can kind of intermix with each other. There's passion, there's romance, and then
Mhm.
there's dominance and like power play
Mhm.
dynamic. Um so what we were kind of talking about last time is like trying out the romantic movie, which I think is going to be really awesome for this because I know that's something like you are desiring, but that is
Mhm.
feels a little bit more like uncomfortable or maybe like
Yeah, I'm much more comfortable with the sex aspect than
yeah,
with any type of feelings thing, you know what I mean? Like, part of me, I'm like, "Ooh, feelings. We don't do those."
yeah, yeah.
Which I wind up shooting myself in the foot because I've probably passed up several really good
Mm,
catches, do you know what I mean, for lack of a better term,
yeah, 'cause
because I'm not open to it and I wanna be.
yeah, and that's like the hugest part though because you're like, I have the desire to want this, and I think what we were saying last time is like if we have the desire, we can make it happen. Like I think
Mhm,
it comes from a deeper part of us that like I want this,
mhm. I
and
deserve this
yes, you fucking do.
more than want.
Yeah, you do deserve this. Yes. Um, And that's like the root of change, like, is like already wanting the desire to be met, and now we just have to meet it. Like, so
Mhm.
as we were saying last time too, is like we already know what it is, like what we want, or like around the essence of what we want. So now we just have to get there. I think it's
Right.
when we're like, we have no idea what we want. I don't even know what it looks like, color it is, smells like, whatever. Like, and that's okay
I
too.
just
But
want something.
yeah, I know I want something, and like that's also a good place to start. So you don't have to always know. But I think it's nice when you do know, and like then we can just go after it, and like it's so doable. And I was hella there, that's for sure. And but the more we can develop of like, what do I want this relationship to look like? If it's with a partner, do I want it to feel like XYZ? Like I can cultivate that in myself first. And I think that's
Mhm.
huge. I know something that I had thought of like when I was starting to date was like, I really want to be like a sacred relationship. And I didn't even know what that meant per se, but I know
Mhm.
that word kept coming up for me. So like something you could even do and I know that I want to coach on all of the things with you right now because I'm so excited for you. But like if you're like, I know I want my next relationship to maybe it is to feel romantic. Like, okay, like what does that look like for me? And this is what we're gonna do right now is like, what does that look like for me? How does that feel, smell, sound like? And how can I start doing that already
Yeah.
without the person being there? So I can start getting comfortable with it. So
It's
um
like a form of manifestation, really.
Truly, it truly is, and you'll be so surprised how fast it happens once you start, like, doing it to your like, having that relationship with yourself. Because not
Yeah.
only do you start magnetizing the right matches for you, you're like, "My standard's higher now because I raised my standard for
Mhm.
how I have a relationship with me." So, hella powerful.
I feel like I kind of feel like that, like, I'm almost there. You know what I mean? Like, I know that, like, I'm proud of myself for what I've accomplished, what I've been through and survived. I work hard. Do you know what I mean? And like I feel like I'm almost there. And it's not that like I don't love myself. It isn't that. I do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I feel like I'm on the precipice really of being able to, I don't know how to put it into words, but like
Mm,
manage my own thoughts
mm,
so that I can then attract, like I said, what's meant for me.
yeah.
Because, like I said, manifestation is real. And if you constantly are thinking one way, that's what you're going to attract. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to change that
Hmm.
because the shit I'm attracting.
You're like, no, no.
Yeah. The shit I'm like, where did I go wrong?
And that's like part of it. It's like we're gonna untangle that. And that's like
Yeah.
what we're gonna do is like when we can start to notice the pattern instead of being like, I'm gonna keep doing the pattern, I'm gonna pause. And this is something I
Hmm.
actually talk about on Friday is like how do we start making those changes and those bold moves by like a huge thing being the pause. I feel like the pause is the biggest catalyst for change because it's like you continuously can go through your patterns and your without thinking because they're so
Hmm. Their
like
habits.
yeah, but it's like in the pause where we get to be like, I'm gonna sit back a second, actually feel this. Is that what I want? Do I want to keep it this pattern going? Because some patterns are good, right? Like until they're not.
Hmm.
Um,
I let go of a pattern just yesterday.
yeah, exactly. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like with your boss, the one we were talking about before, or
Oh,
something.
oh, well, I know it was a totally different, a guy I've been talking to for like a year, and he's got 8,000 excuses why we can't hang out. And he's like, well, my back and this, that. And I'm like, so those are excuses.
Yeah.
And I'm not okay with that. It's shit or get off the pot time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, because I'm not getting any younger
Hmm.
and I feel like I'm wasting my time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we argued a bit, and he said, I can't wait to never see you again. And I said, okay, so things really won't be much different than they have been.
Yeah.
Have a good day. And I
Yeah.
hung up, and then I blocked him. I was on a blocking thing yesterday.
Wow. Well, you know what? That's like interesting though, because you're really trying to shut down the energy that's like meant
Hmm.
for you. Like I've done that where it's like I need to like clip this this thing out of my life. And sometimes you're like, that's what it has to take in order to like
Hmm.
create more space in your life. Because now you have
See,
more.
I'm one of those that like I hang on and I try till the bitter end.
Yeah.
And eventually, and the whole time I feel it hitting me in the head like a hammer, And I'm like, and I just keep hoping for the best and trying to, be the one that, oh, it's okay. And eventually my head hurts. And
Yeah.
that's when I'm done. And I'm trying to not let my head hurt so bad, if that makes sense. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? You don't
Yeah.
have to hit me in the head with a hammer so many times before I realize, okay, this is a wrap.
Yeah.
I want to be hit in the head with the hammer less times before I get to that point.
I want you to be hit in the head with like a pillow or like not
Yeah,
even a pillow. Like I
fun
want you to
stuff.
be
The headboard,
like,
even.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, like, yeah. No one wants a hammer to the
I'm
head. Like,
tired of feeling like I'm begging for them to like me or to
mm,
want me.
mm,
You know what I mean? If I want to be able to attract somebody that has the same energy I do,
yeah, yeah. And then it's
and
like, oh, yeah. Go ahead.
and
Hmm.
not make excuses for them about why it's this way, and not play games with my head about, oh well, he's busy and this, that, and the third. No,
Hmm.
no. The guy yesterday, he's like, well, I'm not chasing you. Excuse you?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because
Mhm.
bet I'm not chasing you.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not doing that. We're not playing that game. Mm-mm.
No, no, I don't have time for it in my life. I literally don't have enough time left on the planet.
And that's it. Where it's like like it's sometimes it's fun to like fuck around and find out, like,
Yeah.
but then it comes to a point where like I don't got time to mess around. Like I want to, and it's not even like maybe like necessarily shutting people down.
Okay. You froze for a second.
Am I back?
Yeah, well, you're not moving, but I can hear. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Really?
Sort of.
Oh no! You look fine on my end. Hopefully it
Yeah,
clears.
I can hear you and you it's like you're moving again now, but there you
Really?
go. You're wiggling.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
I'm here with you. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
Um, mm, but yeah, I think it comes to our own understanding our own self-worth. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but also like having the language around communicating because I think sometimes too, it's like we stay so long because we're like in
Yes.
hopes of
Yeah.
the
That
conversation.
someday.
Yeah, and then it's like, how do we have the conversation though without coming off needy and begging and naggy and like
Mm-hmm.
disempowered really. And I think that's part of it where like us as women, we've been taught so much to be disempowered in the way we talk to men, or in relationship because like that's what we're shown of like you got to be naggy and like ask them to do all the things and da, 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 and whatever. And it's like, yeah, but like I don't want to be like that, nor do I want him to like
No, but
feel
in the same sense, if you can't tell them what your needs or wants are
right.
without feeling like you're begging for it.
Exactly, exactly. And like allowing yourself to be like, this like take responsibility for ourselves and like like keeping our power too. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
part of it. It's like I'm not giving them my power to like drag me across like drag me
Yeah.
around or even like I'll take my piece of the pie of like this is a relationship and like this is what I'm willing to bring to it right now and that's it and if this develops I'll bring more and like really setting that boundary with myself and with them.
See,
um
I have a hard time with that.
yeah,
I just people pleaser, you just want to
yeah,
give and fix everything. And part of it's being a mom, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of just what we do,
yeah,
even to our partners, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
Um, and yeah,
yeah,
it leaves me sometimes feeling very drained
mm-hmm,
and like, why can't they reciprocate,
yeah,
you
that makes
know?
yeah. And I like ask you when you do like start to feel this like drained energy, and I know we're going off in a different direction, but I love like I think this is like it makes sense for like where we're going to is like when you start to feel that drained energy, before we like want to ask them for more, because again, that's like giving our power away. When like we're
Hmm.
asking other people to support us, it's not even support us, but like to give more to us is
Right.
is draining for us of like, okay, like how can
Yeah.
I step back and feel of like, what can I give myself right now to fuel myself up? And how can I have this conversation from an empowered place of, this is where I'm at. This is like what I'm desiring, and having that conversation from a place of desire and like pleasure and ease and fun.
Hmm.
Like, how can I make this conversation and all of these things fun and joyful that rather than like be like, I need you, I need you, I need you, I need you. Because then it comes from a place of need and we don't need them.
Yeah.
Like we don't need that, but we desire it, and like because if the needs or the desires not being met, then we get out of there at
Hmm.
the end of the day. And um, but yeah, it's a practice. It's a practice. So take it easy and just it's one like I'm proud of you and celebrating everything you're doing already because you're like making those decisions. And it's like one foot in front of the other. Like you're not gonna get there until you're there and then you'll be there and you're like, holy crap, I can't believe I walked myself through all this. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying for.
On it. I'm really happy for you. Like celebrate.
For a long time, years, like I was fine with being alone, and I know, like intrinsically, I know that in the event I am alone forever, I'm still okay. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm still
Yeah.
okay, and
Yeah.
I'll be fine. But I just want to be able to have a fuller life, and part of that, whether somebody's with me or not, part
Yeah.
of it is changing my thought process and being able to recognize
Yeah.
and know what I have to do to go after what I want.
Mhm. And there's no shame in that. There's no shame in wanting a partner. You know,
Mhm.
there's no shame in like I want that desire and I want that to be met. And I think that's, a beautiful thing to like want to bring into your life and magnetize and create with somebody. It's like a beautiful thing. So
Mhm.
love that for you.
Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah, it will happen. You're doing the steps. Um, so let's play with this little exercise.
Okay.
Because I think it's gonna shift a little bit for you, especially the more we're talking about, and I think this is important for, like, a little bit even the history, but you're also like, "I want this relationship that has feelings," and
Mhm.
it's a little more like, yes, I wanna feel taken, and I want it to feel like,
Desired and wanted and
desired,
cherished and
wanted, but, like, also could come from a place of romance. And
yeah,
instead of
yeah.
feeling it has to feel or be this other thing, like, we can still have that same feeling in a
Mhm.
romantic, intimate experience. So,
Yeah.
I think this is could be really cool, like a cool shift for you to be able to
Okay.
say, I can have the same desires, but they can be acted out in totally different ways. So,
Okay.
I don't know, like so, like, where we can start with it is let's kinda get into the body for a second. So even you can just, like, kinda close your eyes, we'll, like, kinda breathe into the body, and so we can start to, like, develop this scene, um, of what, like, feels super romantic for you. So you just start by closing your eyes,
Mhm.
taking a moment to just notice your breath, and if you start to feel, like, any tension in any parts of your body, I just wanna tell like, have you start to breathe into that part of your body, taking notice of any stagnation or, like, tenderness, tension, and you can put your hands there if it feels good, you can wiggle around if it feels good. Sometimes just, like, allowing ourselves to acknowledge anything that's coming up for us, whether it has a story or not, just giving it space to be felt and let go. I know we're obviously, like, on a live Zoom, so sometimes there's, like, little nerves that come up, and so, like, just allowing ourselves to just allow that to drop, to feel that.
That's right. I'm really good at rhythmic breathing.
Good, yeah.
It helps when I'm getting tattooed for a
Mm,
long time,
yeah.
and I do it until like, my body feels heavy,
Oh, such
if
a
that
yummy
makes
feeling.
sense.
Yeah, no, that's, like, the yummiest feeling.
Where you
Um,
just jello.
mhm, I'm with you.
Yeah, and I'm there.
Okay, good. Okay, we're there. Good, beautiful. I feel there too. So, like, we're gonna start when we're talking about something that feels really romantic and, like, this isn't necessarily the ultimate scene, but it's just something that really feels good to you. Like, if you could ask for the romantic scene with all of the senses, like, starting to describe what that might look like. So maybe we even just start with maybe where you are. Like, if you can close your eyes during this process too.
Mhm.
Let's, like, start to develop, like, what feels romantic to you. Like, does a location come to mind? At least just for this scenario.
Mm. I would say work just because that's where I am mostly.
Mm,
Um, but, you know, what would be incredibly romantic for me, and this is so stupid,
that's okay. I would.
if I had simple shit flowers delivered to me,
Mm,
you know? Like, little things like that, like, I don't need big things, just
yeah.
little things. That's and like I said the last time, drag the mattress in the living room and put
Yeah.
on movies and,
Let's
simple
do
stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I love that. Let's actually do that. Let's bring that mattress in the living room to life.
Okay,
I love
okay.
that, and I was thinking about that when we were coming here. I'm like, "Oh, I love that." Hope like I want to develop that story with you. Um, I'm just gonna write a few little notes down because we're gonna kind of
Okay.
like go through this after. In the living room. What is it like when we're describing it? Like, what time of day might it be that you're like, this feels good for? Like, what feels like a romantic time of day, maybe?
Okay. It's kind of a gray, rainy,
Mm,
drizzly, afternoon, early evening.
Yeah.
and I can hear the rain on the window.
Mm,
Love that sound.
yeah.
And like nothing like no fancy foods or fancy dress up, nothing like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a pair of boxers and a camisole
Yeah.
and drag the mattress in the living room and make it all up and
Mm,
it's find a movie. I don't know what movie. I don't know what movie. Nothing with like guns and nothing like that. Something really stupid and funny maybe.
yeah. I love
Laughter is super important to me.
that.
Um, and then, snacks, and then
What
just
about
just like be together, like
um,
curl up, watch the movie, and then eventually have him tear my clothes off.
yeah, no, I love it. Keep going.
Yeah.
But it's like, is there any like lights? Is there candles? Are there pillows? Blankets
Ooh,
like that? And there,
fairy
I
lights.
just can.
Fairy lights would be amazing. Yeah. Fairy lights or candles.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, see, I don't like need the rose petals on the floor. I don't want it. That's just a mess I have to clean up.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I didn't even think about lights or candles and I love that.
Yeah, that's good stuff. What is
Hmm.
it? Is there a smell to the air or like, yeah, any kind of
Yes,
smell that comes
yes. My
in?
lilac candle that I'm obsessed with.
Love that. Mm.
Um,
And then the feel of like, so you said like you're kind of in like something like super casual and comfy clothes.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, lingerie is like just I don't know, it's an odd thing for me.
Mhm.
It's hard well, it's hard to find something that I like. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? That I look good in, which by the way, I found one for our shoot.
Oh,
I think
yay.
I found it.
Oh, cool.
But like I seriously, like I said, boxers, camisole, leggings, comfy, comfy, comfy.
I love that. Excuse me. Um, and now tell me, this one's a little bit can sometimes be challenging, but what are the words that you like to hear? What would you want? What is like something romantic? Is there anything like you would want your partner to say to you?
The usual, you're beautiful. I love you. You're amazing. All those like validating things, the usual stuff. Um, I think one of the most romantic things, and this is messed up, but one of the most romantic things anybody has said to me was that I know my place,
Hmm.
which sounds weird, but it meant that to me, it meant that he saw me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
So
feeling.
words, yeah, like I said, words of affirmation and, validation and all that, the normal stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I'm pretty, like I said, I'm pretty simple, you make me happy.
Mm,
Something like that. You make me happy.
mhm.
But to
Okay.
me, that's incredibly powerful.
Yeah, that is
That's more powerful to me than I love you.
mm, you make me happy. Mm, yeah, that's a really good. That feels really good. Is there anything else about this scene? Are you guys tasting anything? That was the last thing I was gonna say. Like, is there any,
Mhm.
I know we said snacks. Is there anything else that like feels like you want to bring into this scene?
Um,
And it doesn't have to. We don't have to, unless it comes to mind.
I kiss him and I taste gum.
Oh, okay. That's fun. I like that.
I don't know why, but
Yeah, no, that's okay. Like, there's sometimes like, there's little key senses that, like, bring us to certain moments, and, like, that might
Mhm,
be a sensory thing that you're like, "I don't know why, but it gives me, like, this really good feeling." So, gives me all the feelings. Um, okay, so right now, kind of develop the scene a little bit, um,
okay,
and now we're gonna experience it. So it's a little
okay,
bit of like I wouldn't even say it's like role play. It's kinda like it's a visual in a sense, but, it's interactive. It's an
okay,
interactive visualization. So we're gonna kinda go through this together. I
okay,
wanna be your partner, and I'm gonna, like, romance you, and we're just gonna see how that feels.
okay.
Yeah. I hear Isaac outside my door. I just wanna make sure he's not gonna come in because I do not like
Aw,
with this one.
he's so cute.
He's a doll. No, he's a beautiful boy, but he doesn't need to be in our romantic movie. When he goes to sleep. When we're
Right.
done sleeping. Um, okay, so, you ready? You feel
Mhm,
ready? Okay, awesome. So, mm, Kim,
mhm,
I I want you to like, come to this place where you show up at your front door, and you start to notice the lights in your house that are off, but there's this glowing. See, like,
okay,
just twinkles, and you're like start to think, "What's going on in there?
mhm,
It looks
okay,
like somebody might be at my house." And you start to walk in the door, and you see that the furniture has been moved, the lights are still off, there's candles on the counter, and it's quiet.
oh god.
Right. Romance.
There it is.
Uh, and I come and I meet you at the entranceway, and I take your hands and I tell you, I know you've had a really long day today. Probably like tons of people asking you for tons of different things today. And tonight, I don't want you to think about anything. I just want you to spend time with me.
Aw,
And we're going to relax and be comfortable. We're going to eat some yummy food and snacks. And we're going to lay on the floor like kids and be wrapped up in blankets.
yes.
How does that sound for you?
I'm so happy.
Will you do this with me?
Yes, 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 absolutely yes.
So
Yes.
awesome. Come with me. So I'm going to take your hand and we're going to walk into the living room, and I want to show you like what we have together, like what we're going to create or what I have for us. Um, the bed is covered in your favorite blanket. It's super fuzzy and warm and heavy. There's like all the pillows in the house are lined up.
That's exactly what I want.
All the pillows are lined up. And like I have a little nook for us to snuggle into together.
I love that. Thank you.
And I want you to go sit there, and I'm gonna go grab us some things. But I want you to get settled in, and But first, actually, wait, let's take it back a little bit. Let's change our clothes. We should probably change our clothes. You don't want to be wearing your clothes from the day. So
No.
why don't instead of going to into the bed, go into your room, put on something that's not going to attach to you, something that feels loose and comfortable and that I can easily take off of you later.
Okay. Shorts and camisole it is.
Perfect. I was hoping you would say that. I
I
know
knew it was your I knew it was your favorite.
and I know how much you, I know how much you love that. So when you come back, everything's gonna be ready for us for a night of connection. I can't wait
Mhm.
to connect with you and hold you, and laugh with you, and it's gonna be just so good just to spend time with you.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
and
love that.
yeah, I love it too. So yeah, when you come back, take your time to get into our little nest.
Snuggle all in there.
I picked out a movie for us on Netflix. It was rated number 1 funniest, but I don't know that it's gonna be very good. Um, and truthfully, like, I hope it's not that good because really tonight I just want to be able to look at you and, like, rub in your hair and hold you close to me. I want your skin close to my skin, and, yeah, I really wanna just take you. I wanna take you, but in a place where, like, I don't want you to have to think about anything else. I want our connection to, hmm, slowly connect with each other tonight.
Okay.
Fingers to dance between each other, and I want your, like, legs to, like, rub up against mine, and I just wanna take time because you make me really happy, and I wanna live in that for tonight.
Well, I'm glad. Mm,
Mhm.
I wanna make you happier.
Mhm. Don't make me happy.
And you make me happy too.
Thank you.
See?
Mm, yeah, and I wanna, like, make love with you and take you under all these fairy lights. And I want as the movie ends, I wanna just let the credits roll in the back, but I really just wanna hear the rain hit the window and just, like, live in that with you, live in this bed with you, on the floor, in our living room, wrapped in each other's arms. Mm,
I like that.
mhm,
I like that a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm, mhm,
Yeah, I like that a lot.
yeah. Oh, it feels so good. Mm. We kinda close our eyes on this space, this scene that we have together. Wanna give you a big hug here. Mm, yeah, and we can kinda close it out.
See,
Mm.
that's so nice.
Yeah, how did that feel for you?
It felt fine.
Yeah,
It felt fine. Like, I'm picturing it all in my head and wasn't even really all that distracted. I was able to stay on
that's
focus with
good,
it.
yeah. Well, yeah, and too, like, our brains distract us all the time with, "Let's do something else," right?
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, this is uncomfortable, so we're gonna just not think about this. We're gonna think about something else. But I didn't even really get all that distracted. I just kept pulling myself back in into
Mhm. The
feeling
experience.
what it smelled like, felt like, sounded like, all that, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah. It's really about, like, the work this work is, like, the experience of, like, how can we start to experience this in a
Yeah.
container setting that does, like, manifest in our real life? Like, how can we
Mhm.
continue to, you can bring yourself there anytime, you can romance yourself anytime, and, like, in this like, in these experiences, you know? And so, it's almost like I have everything I need inside myself first.
Mhm.
You
Okay.
created this entire thing, like, I didn't do this, this is all you at the end of the day, like, this is everything inside of you, you already created it, and you're living it out, and you can live it out as often as you want to, so, yeah. Oh, thank you for letting me do this with you.
Thank you for doing it with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
I actually feel good, like, I actually feel good, and I think I'm gonna, start playing games in my head like that, also more and more and more so that I can picture what my ideal thing
yeah,
will be so that I can manifest that, you know?
absolutely. And you can start doing this on your own. You can pull the mattress in. You can just even put the fairy lights on. You don't have to do the whole thing, but, like,
Right?
it takes practice to even create a scene like this for yourself, but then you can, like,
Mhm.
out there's the articulation that you can have when there is that person you wanna have this night with. And be like, "I wanna tell you about a scene that I've been thinking about for a long time."
Right. I really wanna do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it
see, I
doesn't
was
feel needy, it can come from a place of desire. If someone told me the things that you just told me, I'd be like, "I wanna make that happen for you," from a place of desire rather than, like, "I want you to do this because I need it," you know, and that's
Mhm.
the difference, that's a flip that I think you've been looking for a little bit.
I have been, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I was married for 22 years before my husband passed away, and he was not a romantic man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I used to tell him, "Jesus Christ, could you kiss me like I'm not your mother?" "Did you even love me?" He's like, "I'm fucking here, aren't I?" You know, shit
Yeah,
like this.
yeah,
Um, he wasn't a very romantic guy. He didn't feel like he should have to do that to show that he loves me.
sure.
Well, it was our anniversary one year, and
Mm,
I had to work all day. So I got home, and he sat in the living room with a couple friends of ours, and they're all, like, looking like the cat that ate the canary, and he's like, "Go upstairs in the bathroom, there's a surprise for you." I'm like,
yeah.
and I went up there, and he had a bath drawn with the
Mm,
blue bath stuff in it. He had flowers for me, rose petals in the bathtub, candles, an
mm,
8 by 10 of our wedding picture,
mm.
and he said, "And don't come down until you're done." And I took a bath, and then the water started to get cold, so I turned the hot water on, and hanging from and I didn't notice it before then, hanging from the shower pole was a 3-stone diamond ring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
oh
the most romantic thing he ever did.
my god, you're giving me goosebumps. But it's
Yeah,
such a
I'm pretty sure my friend Mandy helped him with that.
picture. You know, though, that's okay, to ask for help is a big thing.
Yeah,
So,
because, he like I said, he just wasn't a romantic type of guy, and I
yeah,
think just because I didn't have a great childhood, and then being married to him for so long, like, I just didn't have that, and now the thought of it, like, the thought of sometimes, not always, sometimes the thought of physical affection, I'm like
yeah,
the thought of romance, I'm like, "Oh, that's so stupid." You know what I mean? When low key, I want these things.
yeah,
You know? I
yeah.
want these things. You see guys and, my boss that used to do it, he doesn't do it so much now, but posting shit all over Facebook about how wonderful the girl is and he loves her so
Mm,
much and he's always sending her flowers and shit, and I'm like, "That's gay." But part of me, I'm like, "Fucking kinda want that."
yeah. Hey, it's the things that, like, when we are quick to judge instead of when we're like if it's creating a reaction out of us, a trigger or like a
Mhm.
skunk face, it's usually
We have
like
to look at why.
exactly, and it's just like, "Oh, wait a second. Let me think
Yeah.
about this," you know?
Basically, it's because 'cause I'm butthurt because I don't have it.
Yeah, and that's when you pause. That's just a pause. That's like a reminder
That's
of,
the
like,
pause you were talking
the
about.
ick face. I should probably pause and think about this.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
the pause you were talking about.
yeah. Yeah, the pause always works. Oh my gosh. Well, and I can see why, like, the romantic feelings could mean so much different to you, knowing that you wanted it for a long time and it was, like, reciprocated, but, like, wanting more of that, and I
Mhm,
think it's a beautiful thing to ask for and desire, like, and again, doing it from an embodied place. You are already, and this is, I think, with these experiences with these sessions, it's like they're very embodying. Like, so, like,
mhm,
saying you're acting out the experience. You're not just saying it to me. We actually, like, went there. And so now it's like part of you a little bit. And, like, the more
mhm,
embodying these experiences, like, you become them. And
mhm.
it's super easy for your partner to reciprocate them, or you end up being like, "I reciprocate them," or I'm gonna do something for them, and they're gonna be like, "Holy fuck, really?"
Yeah,
And that's a beautiful thing too, to be able to serve and pour into other people and knowing, like, you also know how to, like, pour into yourself, and also you know how to tell them how to pour into you, and that's, like, a really special skill to have,
mhm.
as you're dating and, falling and just whatever you wanna do. Being in relationship with yourself too. So, I could talk to you forever. Literally. Any last thoughts? Anything you would want anyone to, like, take from this? Um, and we'll wrap up and we can hug it out.
Sometimes even if you're apprehensive, you have to just do it. You have to just do it.
Yeah, perfect.
What's the worst that'll happen, right?
Exactly. That's what I always say. Hasn't gotten me in too much trouble yet.
Right. Well, I mean, it has me over the years, but, it's whatever.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still came out okay on the other end of it, so
Lessons. Life
yeah,
is full of lessons, and that's
that's
kinda
right.
that's it.
That's right. So, but yeah, I think I would, eh you can choose to stay stuck where you are with whatever's going on in your life, whether it's, a relationship, job, whatever. And I think that something like this can easily, um, overflow into the other parts of your life that you're not satisfied with,
Mhm.
because just feeling better about yourself gives you power.
Yeah.
And,
Ooh, that
um, but it's true though, like literally you get the fuck it's much easier.
mm,
And I think that anybody like, yeah, just do it.
yeah,
Just take the leap.
mhm.
Try and take the leap.
Yeah,
Try.
If it's calling to you, it's
Yeah.
scary, but just do it.
Yes.
It's called, like,
Yeah.
there's part of you that's being activated, and I think that's part of the building the relationship with yourself is, like, knowing what parts of.
Knowing when to recognize that.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And take some time, but we're all
Yeah.
in works in progress.
It's never ending.
It's never ending. And honestly, like, we could be like, "It's never ending," or it's like, "It's never ending. I get to do this forever," and, like, that's okay.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, there's no finish
That's a
line,
good way to look
so
at it because perception is reality.
for
And if
sure.
you can convince yourself that it's sorry, my ass is going numb from sit. I got a new table. I got a new table and chairs. And it's like stools. They're not chairs. They're stools with like wooden here, I'll show you. Hang on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently I'm not meant to sit on this for any length of time.
Oh, you've been sitting for an hour, so I'm sure your butt's getting numb. Mine's a little bit nice cushion, so we're
Yeah.
not meant to sit this long.
I'm gonna have to do something about that.
Mhm. Oh, good. Well, I'm gonna stop the recording, actually. I'll stop us.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, thank you.